forefathers. Do you not have white forefathers? Yes. They had black people in slavery. I use my words very specifically so you can make no excuse to say, well, I didn't do it. I didn't put anyone in shackles and chains. That wasn't me. Isaiah 14:21. Guess what God said about that? Guess what God said about you being a descendant of people that put my ancestors in slavery? Because you think, because you didn't do it, that God just forgot all about it. God didn't forget about what your ancestors did. Everything that God told us, if we didn't obey, came to pass. What make you think that the lake of fire not coming to pass? What make you think that judgment day is not coming to pass? Watch this, read on.
And take not a strange woman to wife.
So what will be strange, sis? What will be strange for you? What will be a strange man for you? You gotta say it, sis. You gotta acknowledge it. All I'm doing is giving you the medicine. All medicine don't taste good. NyQuil sucks. It don't taste good. It's nasty.
Bring it out.
But what does God say? What does he say? Read it again.
And take not a strange woman to wife.
What's strange? What's strange? Strange is what? Anything what? Outside of your race. That is strange. According to God. You can shake your head all you want. But according to the Bible, it is strange. I'm going to show you. Read on.
Which is not of thy father's tribe.
Which is what?
Which is not of thy father's tribe.
Now, did Jesus come in a volume in the book? Did Jesus come in a volume in the book?
Bring it out.
Yay or nay? Did Jesus come in a volume of the book? Meaning, did Jesus orchestrate this Bible? Yay or nay? The answer is yes. You said yes. So now, Jesus just said out of his mouth through the prophet Tobit, that read it again.
And take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe.
Read.
For we are the children of the prophet.
Because, sis, we the children of God. We are the prophets. We are the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. These people are not. He's the son of Esau. He's the children of Esau, Edom, who put us in slavery.
Bring it out.
You should feel some type of way. Read.
Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning.
God is telling you, remember our fathers from the beginning. Read.
Even that they all married wives of their own kindred.
Was Abraham righteous? Did he marry a wife outside of his race? The Bible just said it. You know what the problem with white people is? They can never be direct and just say yes or no.
Bring it out.
They always got to be deceitful and say, well, no, just yes or no. Did Abraham marry a wife of his nation? Yes. Did Isaac marry a wife of his nation? Yes. Did Jacob marry a wife of his nation? Yes.
Bring it out.
God said these are the examples that we, as their children, should be following. Are you a descendant of Jacob? No. You're a descendant of Esau. So guess what? My sister not supposed to be dealing with you. She's not supposed to be dealing with you because you're not of her lineage.
Bring it out.
Guess what? You, by dealing outside of your race, hate your own race. Because you have white women that you can deal with. You got Becky, Rebecca, all these different women, Karen, you can go deal with them. Why go deal with a black sister? Why go take our sister that you already destroyed through slavery, through the school systems, through your television, and make her have low self-esteem? Why go take our sister and destroy her even more? Deal with your own race.
We're not making sin offerings anymore like they did in the Old Testament.
That's
we're
true.
Not sacrificing lambs. We're not.
Why not?
Because when Jesus
Because Jesus Christ came, he's the what? He's the what? He's the sacrificial lamb. So do that mean we can kill now? No. So what does that mean? Just because I don't bring a lamb or a sacrificial offering to the Most High God through a priest, I still have to obey those rules that the Most High God gave us through Moses. Meaning, when God said, I'm not supposed to kill, guess what? I can't kill anymore. I can't steal anymore. I can't murder anymore. But that don't mean that now, I don't got to bring a sacrifice no more. So guess what? Those laws are free for me to break. That's not in the Bible. You must obey God's laws. I'm talking to you, sis, because you God's children. And this is a hard pill to swallow for you, but guess what? All pills are hard to swallow if you want to follow Christ.
That's right.
You're going to have to give up some things. Go to that Matthew 10. Because guess what? Christ said, if you believe in me, follow me. And you got to leave all that stuff behind. Before I learned this, I had multiple girlfriends. I was a fornicator. I was doing all type of stuff. And I had to leave that stuff behind to follow Christ because I said I believed in Christ. You say you believe in Christ, you believe in the Bible. Now God is going to put you to the test and see, do you love this man more than me? Because God said you're not supposed to deal with another race. But you say, well, that's not, according to my personal feelings. Now you're going against what God's saying. Watch what this say, read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 38. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me.
So Christ is saying what? Not a literal cross that you put on your back. You have to take forth the trials and tribulations and the changes that you got to do to be a follower of Christ. Because before you follow Christ, you live how you want to live.
Right.
You act how you want to act. You be how you want to be.
Right.
But now when you come to Christ, the true Christ of the Bible, you're going to have to change. You're going to have to do some things that you didn't think that you could do. This is what he's saying, read.
It's not worthy of me.
Guess what? God said, if you don't want to put away that white man, he said, you ain't going to be worthy of me. You're not going to be worthy of the kingdom of heaven. That's what the Bible say. I don't know why you hide behind him. Come forth. I don't know why you blocking the way. She need to hear the Bible. She need to hear the word. If you love God and you love Christ, you'll let her hear this Bible. Because this Bible is what's going to heal us as a people. And if you love our people, and if you want to show mercy for all these years of slavery that you did to our people, you will let that sister go. That's what you will do. Read on.
He that findeth his life shall lose it.
Meaning what? If you want to find your life, meaning what? You want to live your life out how you feel and how you want to in this life, you're going to lose your life when Christ returns. And that's very soon. If you ain't paying attention to the news about the wars that's going on in this earth, about how the wars is brewing up and everybody is starting to hate America and turn on America, World War III is coming to this place. If y'all not keeping the commandments of God, you will be put to death.
Right.
Thus said God.
That's
this
right.
is not me. This is the Bible. So he said, if you want to live your life and you don't want to lose your life for Christ, read.
And he that loseth his life, he that findeth his life shall lose it.
You're going to lose your life. You're going to die. You're not going to get the kingdom of heaven. You're going to get the lake of fire.
Right.
Read on.
And he that loseth his life for my sake.
But if you lose your life, meaning what? The pleasures and desires that you have in this life, if you give them up and follow what Christ's commandments say, what God say you're going to do?
Shall find it.
You're going to find your true self. Because what's your identity? What's your race? African what? African American. That's not an identity. That's just something we was given as slaves.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. God say if you lose your life that you once thought that was you, you shall do what?
Shall find it.
What you gonna find? Come over here, look, sis. This is what you gonna find. You're not an African American. You come from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
You are an Israelite from the tribe of Judah in the Bible. You are God's chosen people, his daughter, the praise of God. That's what God called you in this book. You're not African American. That's a byword.
Right.
That's something that was put on you when his forefathers had you in slavery.
Bring it out.
When his forefathers had me in slavery. When his forefathers had them in slavery. Your forefathers. Do you not have white forefathers? Yes. They had black people in slavery.
Right.
I use my words very specifically so you can make no excuse and say, well, I didn't do it. I didn't put anyone in shackles and chains. That wasn't me. Isaiah 14:21. Guess what God said about that? Guess what God said about you being a descendant of people that put my ancestors in slavery? Because you think, because you didn't do it, that God just forgot all about it.
Bring it out.
God didn't forget about what your ancestors did. Watch this.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21.
Bring it out.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
What did God say? I didn't say that. I'm reading the Bible. Read it again.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
So do you got to pay for the sins of your grandfathers? Yes, you do. Thus saith the Bible. Read on.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
That's what the future judgment for your people is. Slaughter, destruction, judgment. Because of what you did to the children of Israel, God's chosen people. But right now, the judgment for you is to leave her alone and let her learn her history that she's an Israelite.
Right.
Because the Bible commands her to repent. That's her goal. That's her mission. You go live your life. Go get you a Becky. There's a lot of Beckys out here.
Right.
Go find a Becky and a Karen, and you deal with that.
Right.
But leave the black woman alone. You understand that?
Yeah.
Now watch this. Read on.
For I will.
Sis, don't go nowhere. Oh, he's your ride. Oh, my goodness. Well, you got to stay there. Listen to this Bible. Right here, this history belongs to you. Now, I got to read something in Deuteronomy 28 to prove it more. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. Real quick. This is my last one because I know y'all in a rush. Now, in slavery, did we come over here in slave ships? Did we come over here in slave ships? African Americans, did they come to America on slave ships? Yeah, right? You heard of the transatlantic slave trade? You heard of that? Okay, watch this. Deuteronomy 29 and verse 1. Now, the transatlantic slave trade happened to black people. Who was there in the Bible? Who did the transatlantic slave trade happen to in the Bible? What does God call them in the Bible? Do he call them black people? No. Okay, let's read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Who was this covenant made with, sis? The children of who? Read it again.
Which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Who was this covenant made with? Children of Israel, right? So now, we're going to go back a chapter to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. So these words in this Bible was a covenant made with the children of Israel. Not everybody. This is why it's important. Everybody is not made a covenant with the Most High God. Only the children of Israel. That's it.
Right.
So now, when we're going to read the curses of Deuteronomy 28, they pertain to who? The children of who? Israel. Now read verse 15. Start at 15 and we jump into 68. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 16. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
So now God gave us a stipulation. He said, it shall come to pass. He's talking to these people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites in the Bible. He's telling them, it shall happen in the future if you do not obey and listen to my commandments. One of those commandments was what? Let me see if y'all paying attention. One of the commandments I read y'all out the Bible is what? The main commandment I've been harping on this whole time is what, sis? What is the main commandment I've been talking about? They got your face like that. What's the main one? Interracial marriage.
Bring it out.
That's the main one I'm talking about. Remember, when you read Genesis 6 and say the sons of God dealt with the daughters of men, that was interracial marriage.
Right.
That's why God flooded the earth the first time.
Right.
That's why y'all have to study the Bible.
Right.
God hates that. That is a despicable sin that he hates. So now read on.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
What?
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if we did not obey the commandments in the Bible, he said he will put what on Israelites? Curses.
Right.
He will put curses on them. So if you ever thought about how did black people get shipped on ships all the way to America and be in a slave boat 60, 50 deep, it's 3 white men and they able to control everybody on the boat and put us in shackles and chains. How did that happen? We read it in the Bible. Because we disobeyed God's commandments and he put curses on us. He made us afraid to even stand up and speak. He probably ain't even used to this. Black people don't normally speak up and say stuff that's true.
Right.
Because when white people come around, what black people do at jobs?
Bring it up.
They be quiet.
Bring it
They
up.
go about. You probably seen it before. This is what happens. But the true power of God is here today.
Right.
Now watch what one of the curses he said he would do to the children of Israel for disobeying him. 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So the Lord said he would bring us into a place called Egypt. The Israelites in ancient Egypt under Moses, what were they? What were they, y'all? Right, in the time of Moses, what condition was they in? Was they ruling or was they slaves? They were slaves, right? In ancient Egypt. Y'all seen the Prince of Egypt? The movies about Moses and all of that? He was saying, let my people go. So now Moses is speaking to the children of Israel right after he took them out of slavery and said, if you disobey the commandments of God, you're going to go back to a place just like Egypt.
Teach.
Just like Egypt. Just like slavery that I took you out of. Watch this.
Again, with ships.
How was we going to go to that place?
With ships.
How did we get to America? How did we get to America? How did black people get to America? Huh? On ship, right? What does that make us? The children of Israel that he was talking to in the Bible. That make us the children of Israel he was talking to in the Bible. What happened when we get off the slave ship? What did they do with us? What they do to us? Look at these signs right here. What they do to us? I want that one sign where it say, oh, here it is right here. What they do to us? What they say? To be sold, a cargo, Negroes. Ain't this what happened when we got off the slave boat? Negroes being sold. Look at all these Negroes being sold. Look at them standing on the auction block. This is what they was doing. This is your ancient day auction block with Negroes on the auction block being sold and separated from their families. All done by who? Your friendly neighborhood white man. You, your forefathers. The man that you dealing with. That's who's done it. There's nothing funny about that. This man literally, his whole race, raped and robbed your people and you sleep with him. We gotta stop that. I'm not saying like literally, I'm talking about you with him. We have to stop doing this as a people. God said it's hatred. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
But when we got off the slave ship, what happened to us? We got sold. That's in the Bible. God said that what happened to who? The children of Israel.
Right.
Why did he allow that to happen to his people? Because we disobeyed his commandments.
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.